rolling out with the.
All right. Welcome to another episode, Three Mics No Filter, where you get real talk from real people. We allow you to come and sit in on our conversations. I want you to sit back and vibe, connect with us as we kind of take you on the journey of just three guys hanging out, talking about some of the things that happen in the world and life. As usual, mic number one, you got me, myself, Melvanti. Mic number two.
Boy Tom, still here, still doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? We getting professional at this thing, dog. So you know what I'm saying?
We're trying to do our thing here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mic three.
Hey, what's up, good people? This is episode number 13, representing the 7 and 8 Royals. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hey, we're doing good. 7 and 8. Hey, at this
Okay.
time, yeah.
Look at it.
All right.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
7 and 80 in a couple of months.
No faith.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what my
Gotcha.
Tigers are right now, but yeah, it's probably like that too. So they started off from what I saw, they started off good. They were out here playing the Padres when they first started the season opener. I wanted to go and see them. I didn't get a chance to go out there. But I don't know where they're at right now.
Y'all know how I feel about the Padres. And
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go because I wanted to see my Tigers, but I didn't get a chance to check them out.
I'd represent that, I represent and salute that.
Right.
But Tom, we do have something in common. That old saying, "My enemy is my friend."
Enemy of my enemy is my friend, for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hate the Giants.
Yeah.
Because you know why.
Yeah, I know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I hate them,
understand
so
that.
don't even worry about it. I hate them thoroughly.
Yeah.
That's why I fuck with the Dodgers.
Yes, that's my dog. See? Thank
Yeah,
you.
I can't be mad at the
every time.
Dodgers.
Every
Yeah.
time. And we do here lately.
Dynasty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can't be mad at the Dodgers, so you know what I'm saying? Especially where they especially the way they've been representing. Like
We lost
shit.
today, but
Man.
can't be mad.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
But you know what I appreciate too is like, because I remember when we had first moved to San Diego when San Diego still had a football team.
Mhm.
It's exciting when you live in a town that has a professional team because when they play, the energy is just so like the whole town feels that energy.
Yeah.
And that's just for like a regular team. So imagine, like having the Dodgers where you have a championship team,
bro.
or like back in the day with the
During
Lakers.
the playoffs and you walking around.
Yeah.
It be up. And you see everybody with our Dodger hats on and it's good vibes all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel that energy in the town. Like it feels really good. Like,
on the flip side of it, like the Rams, when we were playing the 49ers for the conference championship, we was out and about and I seen some 49er hats and I was about to get out the car and knock their hat off their head. Like it's something about, you know what I'm saying? I be telling my grandsons to knock little kids' hats off their head. So
yeah. So we and Three Mics No Filter. We don't condone violence unless it's necessary.
And sometimes it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like
unless it's necessary, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're a Raider fan,
Yeah.
then it's
We don't have any of those.
excusable. Yeah,
We don't have
it's
any.
tolerated.
It's tolerated.
Yes.
Yeah. What you feel about the Raiders, I feel about the 49ers. So we up.
Provoked all type of violence on Raider fans.
Well,
and they
women, small children, everybody.
Well, you probably need to get them before they get you because they're gonna definitely be on something.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
my Laker and Dodger fans, so I gotta be careful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But respect.
But as y'all know, right now it's tax time, so hopefully everybody's done their taxes and got their taxes squared away.
April 17th.
Not me.
Yeah. So I used to do our taxes, and then I fucked them up pretty bad one year, and so I changed and stuff. Yeah. So what happened?
Professional.
What had happened was, no, it was my fault. I was just doing some stupid shit. I wasn't paying attention to what I needed to pay attention to,
At least
and so I had to go back and addend the original. And the crazy thing was, because I did it through TurboTax, and so I submitted it, and as soon as I submitted it, I knew I had fucked it up, and so then I had to go back and doing it. I'm sorry.
You let it go through though?
Well, it was submitted, so they were it was like,
and so hit enter and uploaded it.
Yeah, so I mean, it was all uploaded and done, and I hit end to submit, and then once they kicked back saying, "Oh, okay, this is everything," then as I was looking through it, going back over it, I realized I had messed something up like significantly. And so I was like, so then my next thing was I'm scrambling to try to see, okay, what can I do? Because that's what I wanted to do was like go back and like fix it. They're like, yeah, no, you need to do an addendum. So I had to addend it. And the addendum it wasn't like I said, it wasn't like a crazy mistake, but it was a mistake. And
Mhm.
so I don't I don't think it caused us to have any issues. Like, I mean, shit, we was gonna owe regardless. But I just like it pissed me off, and so I was like, okay, this year we're gonna get somebody to do it. I say, and then kind of give us. So we ended up hiring a CPA to kind of help give us some info too on what we can do, for like tax shelters and stuff like that to kind of help us with. Like I
So you
said,
gotta
it's
do
not.
that when you got big money, though.
Say it again.
You gotta do that when you got big money.
Yeah, and so not not that,
Like
but
he
what I
said, yeah.
wanted.
Look, he said, yeah.
No, but
No,
what I
no,
was
no. Go
wanting
ahead,
to do.
yeah, dog. You paid, brother. It's good.
No, I ain't
Proud of
no,
you.
trust me, I ain't like that. But
Yeah,
no, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to understand. I'm not so much concerned about, getting money back. I just don't wanna have to pay, and so I
yeah.
wanted to know what we could do to do that, and so, I'll be honest with you, yes, Tony, it did cost a little bit more, but, I
No, I
think
know.
what we got back to understand what we needed to do moving forward, I think was
Mhm.
also valuable,
No,
as
I,
well.
I think that's a great tip though, Melvanti, because like my wife, she used to work at H&R Block, and so she would do them. So she does them now. So she tries to stay up on all the laws and all that, some of that stuff. But I think sometimes it's good, even like beyond taxes, like as a homeowner, when you get an electrician or somebody like that to come through, look over his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And you can learn some things. So
Mhm.
I don't mind
Save some
paying
money.
experts to do a job, especially if I can kind of look at it and see where I can maybe possibly do it going forward. So I think that's a great tip. And then you were smart enough to ask the CPA the questions that you needed to ask, and I think that's going about it the right way. So yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks, man, I
So
appreciate that.
so I was on the opposite, probably about maybe 7 years ago when we first bought this house. And I was like, okay, so we property owners now. So now let me get my taxes done professionally. Like it's like $400 later, we paid this CPA and we still owed. And I was like, I could have did this shit on TurboTax. And so I started doing our taxes on TurboTax. Excuse me. I've been teaching all week. So I called you guys. I was ripping, I was raving, I was
yeah, he
hot
was.
because today was tax time for the Grays. So we notorious always file our taxes like the day before, the day after. I mean, the day before, or a couple of days before. It's the 17th of April.
Man, I don't file that shit on time. I get an extension every
I was
time.
gonna
Uh
say,
oh,
yeah, I know a
that's
lot of people do that. They just get an
yeah.
extension.
So,
You ain't gonna get this money. You gonna have to wait
so
for it.
Well, especially if I owe you.
yeah, I know, right?
You ain't getting this
So
money, dog. Come
so
see
one of
me.
my colleagues, she was talking to me Wednesday, and her husband was what they do is they put in extra money into their 401k, TPS, so all that is not taxable.
That's right.
So that decreases your taxable income, so it decreases how much you have to pay. So I
That's
was like,
right.
oh shit, that is smart. That's
I
something
know.
I'm looking to do it next year.
Yeah.
The tax gods was smiling on us. So when I when I did the taxes today, we was in the green.
Thank God. Look at God.
Ooh, Lord, it's been
There you go.
man,
Give it to him.
it's been probably about 8 9 years that every
Yeah.
around June,
Same.
middle of June, I'm calling IRS talking
Yeah.
about let's make a deal.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
much?
Hey,
yeah,
How much can
yeah.
I
We
pay
still
you
on
this
a
month?
deal. We on a deal right now.
Man, look, they'll make a deal with you now.
Yeah,
Don't
they
be
make a
scared
deal
to
with you.
call them. They just want the money. They don't care how they get it, when they get it. Yeah.
So I pulled up the tax bracket. This is federal, and how much percentage they take out of your federal. And so I'm a nerd out for a little bit. So from 0 to $11,925, they take 10%. From 11,926 to 48,475,000 a year, they take 12. This is annual. Now from 48,476 to 103,035, they take 22%. So let me fast forward and go to the max. So if you're bringing in $626,351 and up, you tax 37% of your income. That's crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
Well,
crazy.
okay, but
They get their money.
Say it to him. Talk. Say it.
thinking about it because politics, right?
I think I know where you're going. I think because I can almost guarantee you, if you in that tax bracket, you're not paying that much taxes.
No, people in those tax brackets typically have shelters, right?
Yeah,
And they have
that's exactly
different
right.
types of things that they can they know how to work the system. Because let's be honest, they have the funds and the resources and the connections to know how to do it. Now,
All that,
Mhm.
Tony.
we don't have those kind of connections and all that. Like you're talking about the 401k.
Mhm.
IRAs are a good place also to try to, store some of your money. 1K is pre-tax, so you don't get taxed on that. I'm a big proponent of trying to maximize your 401k uh, deduction as much as you can, just so that you can uh, store some of that money and bring down that tax liabilities. Those are some of the things you can do, but there are limits on that, so you got to look into that. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily unfair that they pay a higher amount. You know what I'm saying? Because they
I would
do make
agree with
more.
that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
Huh?
agree. Yeah,
I
I
said I
agree
would
with
agree
you.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not unfair.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
not on.
So Tony, what do you think about TSPs? Those are good places as well to kind of put
TSPs?
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for like military government.
Yes, it's this
Oh, yeah,
savings.
Thrift saving
absolutely.
Yeah,
plan.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's
Okay.
like the military's 401k?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
if it's pre-tax, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Anything that brings that liability down. Um, your FSA, deductions that you can use on towards your healthcare,
yes,
anything that's not covered
yes.
like that, that's also pre-tax.
Love the
That's a good thing
FSA.
to do,
Yeah,
as long as you make sure you use all of that, because if you
you
don't use it,
have
you
to.
lose it. You know what I'm saying?
That
So,
is.
you wanna be
Yep.
real clear about that. So yeah, and th what might have helped you this time, is that you are a homeowner and your president, not mine, yours, he did bring back one of the,
My president.
I know, my bad. I ain't gonna put that slander on this pod, you know what I'm saying? We don't, what I'm saying? The president, he did reinstate some of the income, what is it?
Homeowner credit.
Our yeah, the homeowner
Yeah,
credit, for the accrued interest. About 8 years ago, I think when he was in office last time, he took away,
they took away. Yep.
uh, the interest credit, and I lost like $12,000 and didn't know it and ended up owing, and I think a lot of us got snookered with that one, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Snookered,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shout out, I
yeah.
don't know what the fuck that came from, but you know what I'm saying? It's here. So, yeah, so that messed us up, a lot of us up, and then it just kept on rolling and rolling, and I think he's getting such backlash for, some of the stuff he's doing and how everything is up right now. He had to do something, so he threw us this bone this year, so that probably helped you. You know what I'm saying?
And I think for some people, like some of what what you were saying is definitely like understandable when you say like we're not taught how to,
No. Yeah.
take care of our money and move our money. And then also, you have to look at it and say, okay, well, in order for me to, to get more money back, I need to put some money in the IRA, or some other type of, tax shelter. Can I do without that extra $300 or $400 a month that I'm putting away? Granted, that's going to be
Exactly.
mine and I can
That's
get
the
that,
that's the
but I may need that,
Mhm.
yeah, and
and so,
Yeah.
especially in this economy currently, like, a
Yeah.
lot of
exactly.
Run me
gas
my money.
prices and all that.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing I was gonna say. Um,
Yeah.
it's to your point, Melvante, you don't want to have to owe, right? So, and the wealthy people that I'm around at my work, their philosophy is that they don't want to give the government too much money either in order to get a refund. Because if you are letting the government take out enough money where you're getting a refund back, you're not um, that you're not getting any interest on that. So that's just
Right.
free money for them. You know what I'm So you want to try to find that balance of not having to owe. Um, but
Right.
it's tough. It really is
Yeah.
tough. And then with the deductions and everything, it's just, I know somebody, a young person who went exempt, trying to make no,
Oh.
he was trying to like get some extra money. It's a friend of mine,
Mhm.
my son's. He was trying to get some extra money for Christmas, somebody he worked with, and forgot to turn it back on.
Got
Like, yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah.
I've done that. I've done that
I have
before.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah,
again, though, that's the things though. It's like, it's hard out here. You know what I mean? Especially in California, especially I'm in LA County, and I'm in Inglewood, brother. Like a studio is $3,400 out here now. Imagine.
damn,
Yeah.
damn,
How are you supposed to survive?
right,
These guys are working at a post office, and he has a kid. I don't know exactly, but he was trying to get Christmas presents for the kids.
Mhm.
I don't know if he got to turn it back on. I don't know if he like got addicted to getting the money. I don't know. But he now when the taxes came out, so it was coming back. He's like, man, my buddy he didn't file exempt. I was like, okay.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I did tell him, I said, well, the state, hopefully he didn't do that with the state, and maybe that can offset some of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Tell him if he does get some money back from the state, he might be able to use that to offset that. But yeah, it's tough out here, man. So you just
yeah,
gotta, if you have any questions, if you're young and you're watching this and you have questions, ask somebody, man. Don't be scared to ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can send it into the mailbag, check,
no
check.
doubt.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Ask
some of this
us.
shit is, you know what I'm saying? You got to use your resources. So
That's definitely the key there, Tone. That's definitely good advice. Is that you got to use your resources and don't be worried about oh, I don't want to ask anybody because I don't want them in my business or I feel ashamed or you don't. The only way you're gonna know is you're gonna have to talk to some people and ask questions, and that's how you can get steered in the right direction. And then also it's important too. You got to do your own research too. You know what I mean? Like it's the information's out there, and I would tell you, of course, people listening to this know how old we are. But there was a point to where there was no internet. And so when we didn't have an internet, it was challenging to get information, and so now we have a lot of information right at our fingertips. And so
We
it's
do.
important to use the resources and all, the people, to be able to get information to help you kind of navigate, your life,
yeah.
So yeah,
And,
that's huge.
you know, Chat GPT and all that stuff, that those are great tools, but you also want to verify. You know what I'm saying? So if they give you
Yeah.
some information, don't just take it as gospel. Verify that information. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, and there's other ways to do it. You just got to do the work. Sometimes you got to do the legwork. If you got somebody that you know that you can ask that person too as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Good shit.
That's good shit.
Good
Yeah.
shit,
Hmm.
definitely. Yeah. Now, on the same realm of as we talk about taxes and whatnot, um, like like this discussion used to come up frequently, and when I talk about this discussion, is the discussion I'm speaking of is tipping, and I mean tipping. So like when you go to a restaurant and you have a good
On
meal.
fofos, wrapped in
I'm
full.
sorry.
What'd
You
you say?
already know.
No, that's not.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
for sure.
I said no fofos, wrapped in
Yeah.
fofos.
Wrapped in faux faux. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt. And so when it comes to tipping, it seems like well, I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna say sing. It is like here in America, like it's expected, that you tip.
What?
And
You bet
so and
I
so
wish you might walk up out of here. I don't care how bad my service was. You better run that.
right. And so
You go,
recently,
where at?
Mm-mm. No.
Excuse me. He'll run out to
Mm-mm.
the car on you, dog.
It
and so
depends. What she look like? What the waitress look like?
Mm,
so
Yeah. 'Cause like
so that's the
that
thing
does
is that
help.
tipping has been based
That's the
upon
wrong spot, bruh. Yeah, Magic City tipping. That ain't tipping.
that
because I,
ain't yeah, yeah,
I did get cussed out a couple of times
yeah,
at Denny's.
yeah. Right, yeah. Well, yeah, you can't do that at Denny's. You don't put it in a G-string at Denny's. That one is
There you
where
go. Your
you put
your
that on the
service was
table.
excellent.
That's diabolical. Like,
Right.
no, we don't wanna see that. Nobody wa
No,
Hey,
you
I'm
gotta put
sorry.
the tip on the
I know.
table.
I just need to veer real quick. Do you remember that time we was at that Denny's in Lawndale and that waitress had that hairy
Is it, trying to think if I remember that.
That uh, hey, so every time we rolled up in there though, that became the norm. Like we knew every
Mm.
time we rolled up in there what was gonna be
And
going
why was
down.
she showing it all the time though?
She didn't have a
Yeah,
choice,
that was the
dog.
Denny's by your cribs. Yeah, we would
Yeah, she didn't have a
Yeah.
choice.
just drop her link.
Every time she say
I wonder
something,
if
you
she's
can't
still
help
working
but
there.
see it.
No,
Yeah,
she's dead.
yeah.
How do you get hair on your tongue, cuz? I'm sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
I don't know. I don't
oh
My
know.
bad.
no.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't explain
My
that one.
bad. I just had
But
that
check it.
flashback. I just needed to
Mm-mm.
my bad, dog. My fault.
Uh-uh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man,
Nah, but
Emailing his tipping.
yes.
I've been told a couple of times I need to remove those $3 $20 bills off the table
Yeah.
at Denny's.
What?
I
Those
don't know
three
what that
$20
means.
bills.
I don't know what that means.
I say,
That's how
yeah.
much the tip was. I got good service.
Guess you did. If you putting
I don't wanna know.
if you
Oh,
putting
Can
three
I ask you a
dubs up,
question? I
well,
don't wanna know.
yeah.
she was about 5'8", long hair. Yeah.
Oh, so that's somebody you got to know a little more than just saving on your
No.
food.
$20 will do it at Denny's. A $20 tip
Yeah.
might get you
$20
served.
get you get you what you need at that point, huh?
On the late night
So
too?
so
Look, it
look,
might work. He said 3 $20 bills.
right. Like, damn.
You can't even run up that kinda bill at Denny's.
Like
Oh.
that? I know, right? I
Mm-mm.
can't eat that much food at Denny's.
That boy paying
Mm-mm.
a 20% tip.
I had
But
good
check it.
service.
I
But
bet you did.
She's
man,
very
yeah, I
attentive.
bet you did. But check it out.
The hairy tongue
So
lady? I'm
No,
sorry. I know.
nah.
See, I'm about to drag you. I'm about to drag it. I'm off my back.
okay, but check it though. So when I talk about tipping, so in America, you like it's something that is expected. So recently, I say recently, it was last year. My wife and I we went to Italy, and so as we were getting prepared to go to Italy, we were looking at like YouTube videos about do's and don'ts, what you expect, and those types of things. And so
Mhm.
one of the things that we found out was that that they don't expect you to tip over there.
Not in Europe,
And so I
man.
found that interesting, and so I started doing a little research to find out about tipping
You
and what
sure
it
you weren't,
meant,
like, in
and
punked, huh?
well, because I'm just like, yo, so why? But why is that though? I'm like, so why are they not tipping? But it seems like we expect that. So in my research, I kind of looked way back. This kind of happened so originally in Europe. This was like between like the 5th and I think 19th century. They had these. Like these wealthy landowners and these servants. And so what happened was the servants would do a job, and then the owners, the wealthy folks, they would give them what they call pocket change for a job well done. Now that happened over there, but it actually ended up eventually going away in Europe. But what happened was Americans started going over to Europe, and they started noticing that this is what was going on. So then they come back to America, and it really kind of caught on in America right around the Civil War area. And you know what that happened in the Civil War era?
Yeah.
The black folks were freed. So what they found was that that they would tip the black freed slaves as a way of not really paying them a good wage. So they were relying on the work that they did to pay them their wage as opposed to them having to pay them.
Because they
So
weren't
fast
conditioned to
right. So
pay them.
fast forward,
Right.
that is still a thing because what happened is that kind of really caught on here in the States. And companies started to realize that as well.
Yeah,
Companies started to realize, like, hey, I can pay this person below minimum wage, and I'm gonna put the onus on the patron to then pay them a wage so that they can live. So there was a point to where different states were trying to challenge that and saying, uh-oh, I froze. Okay, I'm back. Different states were trying to challenge that, and they were putting laws into place to challenge that. But come to find out, they were like, they're not going to be able to change it because it's now become a norm within the states, and so that's kind of
mostly
how
they
it has evolved. And one of the big things is a lot of the European people they kind of went away from it because what it did was it kind of gave this superiority inferiority complex. So for the person who was tipping, they had a superior feel about what they were doing, and the people they were tipping had this inferior hey, I'm beneath you because I'm tipping you extra money because of what you're doing. And so that also started this caste system of like organizing people in certain levels of kind of like social classes. It was also, of course, really big for blacks, as it related to the freed slaves, and so that has kind of been like the norm in America. Because I was trying to find out why is this the norm, and a lot of it is really based upon history, but also based upon companies not really wanting to pay a decent wage to people and putting it on the patrons. Now, I would tell you, I'm gonna just tell y'all what I do. I don't know if this is like a good thing, but it makes me feel good the way I do it because I don't think it's right that I just tip for the sake of tipping. Okay, I don't think that that should be how things are going.
you don't think it
I
should be
think
you don't think it's automatic.
I don't think it should be automatic
Okay.
because I think that,
You got to earn it for good
and I know
service.
this may sound cruel, but your job is to take my order and bring my food. Now, if you do something extra for that, then yeah, of course, I look to tip you, and I also look to tip you accordingly. I don't think that there should be just a flat fee. I think I look to tip you accordingly because I also feel like some people, in the industry, not all, because there's always exceptions, but I think that some people they just kind of like, hey, you're gonna tip me regardless because that's what's expected. So I could just give you whatever service. And so I don't appreciate that.
Mhm.
Me either.
I've always felt, and kind of word on the street is, black folks don't tip well. And
Fair.
so
Mhm.
I always felt like when I was at a restaurant that like I am representing a whole black community.
Me
And
too. You do.
so
You
if
are.
I'm not
You are.
doing this, then this is affecting the black community. So what I've
Which is why I
started to
still
do
do it.
is, because I'm typically playing with credit card, sometimes with cash, but even with cash, I do this. So what I do is if I get good service or if I get bad service, I put whatever tip it is I'm going to give, but on the receipt, I write why they got that tip. So if
They
you
hate
gave
Oh,
bad service, if you didn't bring me water, if you weren't bringing the water, if you wasn't
they
checking
hate
on us, if you just left us, then I'm going to put that on the tip. I'm going to put that
yeah.
on the
you.
receipt
They
so
hate
that
you.
when,
There's a
so,
TikTok about you.
so here's the thing. They can. Please do. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, when y'all go and you start tallying up those receipts, and I don't know this to be true, I'm thinking that, but for the
It's good
most part, they're
attitude.
going through their receipts.
I used to
When you
do that.
start tallying up those receipts, you can see if you're gonna look at my receipt and be like, oh, this dude only tipped $10. Well, there's a reason why this dude tipped $10. Because you brought him his food was cold, nobody brought water. So this is
Mhm.
why. So that is and then if you did a great job, I'll tell you, waitress was attentive, brought water. We asked for, certain things, brought those things. So that's my way. And I'm not saying that this is right. I'm not saying that it gets over to people and understand, but it makes me feel good about whatever it is I decide to tip because I'm leaving a message to let you know why you got the tip you got. So if you did a great job, I'm highlighting that and I'm shouting you out. If you did a horrible job, I'm telling you that. And maybe you'll change your fucking attitude, the next time you deal with a patron. So that way you can't look at me as just a black person and be like, oh, he's going to tip
Believe
horribly.
me.
No, I'm going
They
to tip horribly based upon the
Mhm.
service you give me.
because
So
they think you tip horribly because you was a nigga.
exactly. That's my point.
Now
And
here's okay.
so,
But yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you why I tipped horribly because of what you did.
They didn't read it. They don't give. They be like, I've
But
seen TikToks about this. I'm telling
but
you.
I don't
Look,
but
yeah,
here's the thing. I don't do it for me. I mean, I don't do it
yeah,
for them. I do it for me. It makes
fair.
me feel good. Yeah.
Hey, get yourself off.
Yeah.
Alright, so this
No, it
this is
makes me
gonna
feel good.
this is kinda gonna sound kinda bad, but this is how I tip.
Tony, you wrong.
So if you're a waiter, I mean, you automatically start off with $20. I'm gonna tip you $20, and then if I don't get good
Wait,
service,
wait, wait,
I
wait.
start
I'm out
knocking it
real
down.
quick, real quick. Wait, why is it a flat 20 across the board, or we don't do percentages?
No, no, it depends on, like, if I'm eating
You
somewhere
put
like IHOP or somewhere, but if I'm at a steakhouse,
okay.
then that's when I go into a percentage and stuff like that. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
Oh,
if
okay. I
if
was gonna
you
say.
if you don't
I'm
bring
just
my,
checking.
food on time or you mess up, I mean, I start deducting. Now, waitresses, I normally start off around 30. That's just me. That's how I was built. I'm my dad's
I
child.
wonder why.
Uh,
So you discriminate against the men?
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much,
what he's
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what
That
he's
that's
saying.
Most
okay. My
certainly.
my inbox is open if y'all for all the hate email. That's okay. I want all that smoke because I can justify. That's the way I think. So,
But hold on,
so
email. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You ain't
yeah.
gotta justify anything the way you
No,
think.
no, no.
That's your money. You
I'm
spend
Oh,
your
saying
that's
money the way you
true.
spend it.
That's true. That is true.
he's standing on that.
Yeah. So
Well, I
that's
Yeah.
tell you
that's
what, he's
that's how that's how I feel. That's
he's
how I tip.
Act 3 is a hot one. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, and just kind of deduct from that.
Okay.
So, but
Okay.
yeah.
So for me, I feel the same way. I feel pressured by the culture. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that anyway. I feel like I
I agree.
represent the culture. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm a culture
Always.
carrier. You feel me? And so I do try to always be a good representative everywhere I go. So I still tip even if the service is bad. If the service is really bad, I kind of they know that the service is really bad, and I will go a little under, but it's still going to be ballpark. I'm probably still going to be at probably 18%. If it's really good, I'll just sometimes I go way over. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be clear, because since we were talking about tipping, I tip the way my barber. my nail tech, and I think that's another area where there's like a unwritten rule. Like, what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Tattoo artists, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some of them talk about how you're supposed to tip, and is it the same rate? You know what I'm saying? Or is it, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
is it 25%? I seen somewhere
Right.
where, because sometimes I'll follow down these rabbit holes in the comments and stuff,
Right. Yeah.
and and like I was like 25% sounds like it should be pretty cool. So if you got a $400 tattoo, that's $100, right? No, that's insulting. You know what I'm saying to
That's
some of
insulting?
to
Really?
some of them. Want like 50%. I'm like, come on, man, that seems. I'm saying, and like
Damn.
my barber, I break him off. You know what I'm saying? We don't even. But I've been going to him for 25 years. I don't even know what I tip him. I just throw him whatever
50%?
on a tattoo. Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
what they're expecting. My tattoo days are kind of over, so I ain't tripping. But yeah, it's like that. Like, um, shit. I told y'all my story about my when we did the renovation here at the
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
and that guy wanted a tip for after he got, the contractor. So tipping culture is crazy, and
It is.
I don't know how we get it back together.
We're not.
And to
Imma
your
tell
point,
you.
yeah, and to your point, Melvanti, if you had a business and you didn't have to pay, because everybody that's like the highest cost, right?
Yeah.
Labor,
It's
yeah,
labor,
labor.
Labor.
right?
Yeah.
If you can pass that along to your consumer, you would do it too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's.
I mean, that's a different look if you're a business owner. I mean, then, that's business. I mean, you cutting your costs. So, yeah,
But
but you're not a
I
customer.
would also say this. But see, I would also say this. So if I'm in a service-driven industry, that is involved in tipping, I probably wouldn't be involved in that industry.
Just you personally.
Just me personally, I wouldn't be involved in the industry because I think that that's a tough ask. Because I'm asking you to carry the weight of I'm asking you to patronize my business and then also carry the weight of helping to pay my staff a decent wage.
Let me ask you this. I'm sorry. So after COVID out here in LA County, and so LA, the LA area, we have now what they call service fees that they add to the bill. And it could be like anywhere from 3 to 5% of your bill is tacked on to help facilitate. Like at first, it started out like the cleanliness and to some of the other stuff, but now it's stuck around, and so you got a tip and you got to pay a service fee at some of these restaurants, especially
Damn.
the black home restaurants.
Right. So that's why I say, like in Europe, what they do is they just have a flat 15% service fee and they don't
Well,
expect a
then
tip. Good.
so let me
Right.
ask you this, Mel.
But you're not obligated to tip. But you're saying that they're gonna give you a service fee and tell you to tip.
Okay, but yeah, that just happened. But you just said that if you had bad service, you wasn't going to tip. So now they taking that out your hand and making you strong arm to 15.
Well, yeah, but that's already part of the plan. I don't have to tip. Like I'm not tipping. I'm not giving anything
Just
extra.
calling it something different.
So
Well, you can
how do
call
you
it something different, but I'm not. But tipping is not like there are people there are places now because I know what you're talking about that
Hmm.
have that fee
Hmm.
and still expect that there should be a tip.
No, they
What
definitely
I'm
do.
saying is, if you're just gonna put a service fee, because here's the thing, I can't fight a service fee, and a
Fair.
service
Yeah.
fee is not gonna be looking negative at me because I have to pay that regardless. You know how like when you go to a restaurant, you have a big party, they automatically add a gratuity
Hmm.
onto it,
I
but then
love it.
people still tip on top of that too.
Yeah, they expect
So
you to do that.
exactly. So that's
Uh,
my point. My
yeah.
point is, if you're gonna tack a
Yeah, I don't
service
do
fee
that.
on that, cool.
Although
I'm with you.
when we went out, yeah, I did because the lady was cool.
Yeah,
She was really
yeah,
good, and a big party is a big ask,
it
especially if
is,
we're running them. And if my wife
and
is
I
running the
totally
arrangement,
understand that.
I am gonna try to give them because she will she'll run 'em. You know what I'm saying? And if they take it and they're not tripping or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see your point, and I
Yeah.
do appreciate when they add that tip on there because it's like, oh, if you're gonna cap me at 20, cool. Because I might have been felt like I should have gave you 25 or
Right,
30.
right.
Because I do, I go above and beyond because I'm trying to be a good culture carrier. You know what I'm saying? And a good
Yeah,
representative.
and here also the point too, Tony, is in Europe, it ain't like they don't like you can't tip. You can still
You
tip
still
if you
tip.
want to,
They
but
ain't
the
tripping.
expectation
I
is
understand.
not that I hit you with this service fee and then I need you to tip my folks too. No, no, no. I'm gonna take care of my people. We're gonna give you great service. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
care of my people,
And
and we're
you
gonna give you
felt like
good
you still
food.
got good service the whole time?
I feel well from where we went, places we went,
Yeah.
everything was fine.
Cool.
I don't know if they thought because we were tourists that it was like that, but everything I got was love. Because I remember I had to holler at one of the dudes. I'm like, "Hey, man," I said, I was like, "You need to calm down." I was like, "I'm just asking, man." I was like, "Hey, man, they brought their food out before ours. You know what's going on?" He's like,
Ooh,
"Oh," he said, "Well, the way we do it is." When you come in and you order drinks and you have drinks, we allow you to enjoy your drinks. So once you enjoy your drinks, then we'll come back, we'll order your food, and then we'll bring your food out once we're ready to bring. I was like, oh,
check.
okay. I guess I said, let me shut my motherfucking mouth then. You know? I said,
It's like,
okay.
"Hey,
We
can
This
I come
how we
over?
do
Go
things
ahead,
over here.
man. Yeah,
Right, right. And
get your
so,
ass
and I
in,
had to
brother."
learn, and I felt
You
bad because I'm
American?
like, I like hear
Yeah,
this
come over
old
here.
dumb ass arrogant American over
Yeah,
here is like, where my
that's what it
motherfucking
look
food
like,
at?
man.
You know
"Hey,
what I'm
man,
saying?
are you being racist?" No, I'm just
And
like,
so, hey, 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 I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't ashamed to say, once he kind of set me straight, I was like,
yeah.
okay, cool. And the food
No,
was
that's fair.
great, and the
I mean,
service
to
was
be
great.
fair, you know what I'm saying? We are used to being, marginalized, right?
Yes,
So I think,
yes,
you know what I'm saying,
yes. So
that's
that's where
okay.
I'm
You
coming
know what
from,
I'm
Two
saying?
Tone.
Yeah,
Like
no, well,
that's what I'm
yeah,
thinking. I'm like,
we do, yeah.
hey, these folks
No,
over
I ain't
here,
going for it. I
they
might
don't
go
look
for
like
it next
me.
year. I ain't gonna
They
lie
don't
to you.
look like me,
I don't wanna go to
and they
jail.
got their food too.
Have you seen Locked Up Abroad?
I've seen some of them. Yeah,
I'm cool. Y'all got it.
yeah, yeah. No, you can't. No, you can't fuck with them.
Mm-mm,
They.
mm-mm,
No.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So. So
Yeah,
so
man.
here so here's the take home message out there in the world. Um, just know black folks do tip.
Hell
Stop with
yeah.
all that
Yeah, we do.
bullshit.
Yeah.
We do tip. Just
You
don't
can
treat us
kinda tell the
shitty.
ones who ain't gonna tip. You can kinda
You can't
Especially
be
if
tell.
you're
Some
shitting
about
of
on
them
us.
especially if you're about
stereotype that
5'8", 200, yeah, yeah,
what is
you
with
get a
you?
tip.
5'8", brother? Ain't you 5'8"?
Email, email boy.
Like, he
Hey,
wasn't or
so
tall,
check this
man.
out, Emil. So when we go to dinner together, when we get together and we go to dinner, and if
Uh,
it's a female
can't
waitress,
take him to
you gonna
Houston.
pick up that one. That's all you,
Okay,
Hey, yo,
playboy.
I got you.
oh God.
Yeah,
Hey, I
yeah.
bet
It's gonna be in
Brooklyn is
cash too.
5'8" in Houston, huh? Yeah. Oh, and that's the other thing too. For really good service, I like to tip in cash. You know what I'm saying? Because then that way it doesn't get billed
Tax.
and they don't get taxed on that.
Yeah,
They don't have to
yeah.
report that. So that's a good tip. Pun
But see, that
intended.
was
You see what
also
I did?
bullshit too. Because remember, a discussion too, as far as okay, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. Never
Go
mind.
ahead. We here,
No, I'm
man.
just saying like that was the discussion. I think when 47 came aboard about taxing their tips
Yeah.
because it's like, well, why would
Remember
you
that.
tax their
Yeah.
like it's already an issue because their living is based off of this, and
Absolutely.
so now we're going to tax that as well. I get it. You're going to that they have to pay taxes on what they're getting from the company. I get that, but then this is cash. Like, why are you taxing tips? So
Right. They shouldn't have to
yeah,
tax that. I mean,
yeah, I
I
agree.
understand them saying to report it. Oh, let's talk about this too. I know we're over, but real quick, because I just had the thought. What about do we know if restaurants pull all the tips
Some
across the
of them.
wait staff? So
It
you see,
depends.
then
Yeah,
if
Oh
you
yeah, I've
pull
heard of that.
the tips across the wait staff, now that waiter that's not a good waiter he's not incentivized as much to be a good waiter because he's gonna get because somebody else
Yeah,
has to pick up
yeah.
his slack, and then the whole team gets penalized
yeah.
for us to really
But
know that.
but if everybody's good, so for instance, I don't know that they pool, but I'm just gonna say this is what I get from them. Have y'all ever been to Din Tai Fung?
What you just say? What you say
Is
about my mama?
is that the one where they
God,
bring the meat to you and they cut it in front of you?
yo.
So I
Okay.
guess so I'm gonna take that as a
Hey,
no.
Yeah.
again, I
So
don't have
it's
the
this
bread you got,
so
brother.
so no, it's not like that, Tony. So
He's
it's
trying
this
to
place
shame
though.
me,
It's this
dog.
it's this I
Highfalutin
think it's
hat.
Japanese
I
restaurant
be
where they
yeah,
make these little
Mexican and shit,
those
I've
y'all.
been
little
to
buns.
Sizzlers.
They make the little
Dim sum.
buns. Huh?
The dim
It's
sum?
called Din Tai Fung, and they make all
What
these
are
different
you saying
buns and
about my
stuff.
mama, dog?
It's not your mama. It's a restaurant.
I'm
Check
a
this
hey,
out. When we get together next month, we're gonna go. I'm gonna take y'all there. It's a great
Okay.
restaurant. But the reason why I mention this is because anytime I've gone there, any waiter or waitress or anybody I've had have all been really good. Like they're all in sync together.
Oh, that's what's
Because not all of them, because there's a person that takes your order, but then there's different people who bring out your buns, who bring out your different portions of your food. So that's all affected. You know what
I
I
like
mean?
that.
And so I don't know, again, I don't know if they pull their tips or not, but they are all on track. Now, maybe somebody who hears this will be like, "Well, fuck that place. It was horrible to me." I haven't had that
That's across
experience.
anything.
My
That's
wife loves this place. We've been there several times, and it has really great
I
food
don't even
and
know
it
how
has
you
really
spell
great
that to
service.
put it in the navigation to get to it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sound like you
No,
saying,
I'm
"Oh, my
I'm gonna
mama."
hook y'all up. We're gonna go there. We're gonna
Yeah.
go there and
Okay.
check it out, and then we'll talk about it. But
And then I might have to
shout
write
out.
that down
I
off the
I
thing.
shouldn't be, but shout out to Din Tai Fung because they got their shit is
The white
fire.
guy. What?
Wait, wait till we go. They shit is fire. They got one in Vegas too. Yeah. So, all right. Huh?
That's the name of the restaurant. Dentine Fondue.
Din Tai Fung.
The
Look it up.
Did find
Look it
out.
up. Din Tai
How? I
Fung.
can't spell that shit, bruh.
Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah.
DIN, and I think it's TIFUNG, I think.
See, he was saying something about my mama. I told you.
Fung.
Oh, fungus. Dentin fungi, boy.
Yeah.
Nigga,
We're
Oh
gonna
man.
go. I'm gonna take us. We're gonna go. That's
hey,
gonna be
pick that
our
out, man.
thing.
They
Okay.
gonna come for me,
We
dog.
we we
And
gonna go to the one in
y'all gonna
Vegas.
enjoy it.
Can we go to the one in
Say it
Vegas?
again?
Hell yeah.
Let's go
Yeah,
to the one
we'll
in
go to the
Vegas.
one in Vegas.
Okay.
I
Because we're
like
gonna
that. That's what's up.
May,
Oh,
June.
we
So
gotta
we'll probably
vlog.
go to August. Go to Vegas in August.
We can do that.
I'm with it. For
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So yeah. So
That's fun.
we'll
Wait a minute.
we'll hook that up.
I thought we were doing the baseball game in August.
We are the 21st. We can
Yeah,
do
I
both.
thought it was the 13th. I had to
There's a
check the
baseball game
dates.
in August?
Yeah,
Did I
Yeah,
miss that?
Kansas City and
yeah,
Dodgers.
we're going to the baseball game.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yes, you did. We talked about it.
Kansas City gonna be 8-62.
Are you playing against KC?
Yeah, I know
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah, I know you don't have a dog in the fight, but yeah, I thought we all was gonna go.
Well, no, of course I'm down. I'm down. I just didn't realize. What was I? Did I miss this? Did I
You
miss
was
that
at the
group
other
chat?
side of the table.
Huh?
You was at the other end of the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't
I
remember
think he
hearing about
said
that.
something to you, and you was like, yeah. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Because
Well, that's probably
It
you're right,
probably
Tony.
was, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's what it was. 'Cause I did the same thing. I was like, I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I was like, he's like, you want to do that? I was like, what? I just,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
So
I'm a Dodger dog.
because going to Vegas in July is going to be really hot. August is still going to be hot, but
Mhm.
August is worse.
so you want to wait till September then?
I mean, shit, it's
So-
Vegas.
so
Nigga. You remember how
depends.
we used to do Vegas? We used to do turnarounds to Vegas, dog.
Yeah,
Right.
That shit,
Yeah.
hey, y'all, we used to
And
just
plus,
pick up
hey,
and roll on a random Friday night. Y'all want to go to Vegas?
plus we ain't gonna be out and about until the sun go down anyway. So
For sure. No,
That's
I'm
true,
with
yeah.
it. I mean, but shit, that's fine. But I've been out there in August.
I've
it was
been out
still
there in
amazing.
July too. So
yeah, but we ain't
so
gonna be walking the strip or nothing like that during the day.
so let's
I'm
push.
not.
Well, let's push to September then, and then that way in
Okay.
August we can do the
And then that's
baseball.
football season. Like we can get around football season and shit. So
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
And I can
like it.
throw
Yeah,
rocks at the
let's do
stadium.
that.
There. Don't
When we
beat
drive
me
by.
there. Meet me there, Nick. Who doing the drive by? What?
That's
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
talking
I'm gonna
about
drive by the
throwing
stadium
rocks,
and throw rocks at the stadium.
Yeah.
All right,
Are you sure?
that's our
Yeah.
exit music right there. Then
Yeah, you gonna get us. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring y'all ass back. Well, no, that was him. I don't really care about your little robot vacuum cleaner stadium. I don't give a shit.
It do, don't it?
It does.
Uh-oh, did we lose mail?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hey, so before
Look,
we end this, because we did run kind of long, I got it funny, and I got to address this because
My
this
bad.
it's
Yeah,
like
this-
I'm having all type.
I-
We're
I-
having all
it-
types
it's
of
a- it's a-
technical
it's
difficulties.
a
here.
funny and it's
I can't hear you, Tom.
He got the Timu John. Timu thing that jumped him.
Tom, did you mute yourself?
Timu that jumped my host.
Because I can't hear anything you're
What?
saying. Emil, where
yeah,
you
I
at?
can hear you. I
I
hear
can
you.
hear you, but you sound staticky right here.
I can't hear
Yeah,
anybody.
Can you see me?
He a little choppy.
I can't hear anybody.
You can't hear us or nothing?
Oh,
No,
I can hear you.
nobody.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Emil, no.
Nothing? Damn.
I don't know what
I
happened.
need the funny though.
All right, I'm about to kill
You're
it.
recording too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doing that shit so he can get up out of here.
Like,
He ain't slick.
subscribe,
You ain't slick,
share,
motherfucker.
comment. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Because I don't know what happened to y'all, but I'm still here. So,
Hey, I like that shit. That's cool.
Somebody
And we
standing at
out.
the door.
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Somebody-
Fuck email.